electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Well, that was a nightmare. But I'm on Miami time. Miami boy. It is what it is. You get what you get. Forgot to record on my mixer here. What a nightmare. This entire day has been a nightmare, but this is SWIMweek Live. This is Samir, and this is just a test of what we've got set up here in the studio. Obviously, we are not in South Beach right now. I'd rather be in South Beach, you know, watching things such as this. This was a show by Monday. This was last year, 2019. Disappointed I'm not there. Anyway, so that's one of the things that I'm going to be going into today. So the idea here, I'm sorry, let me turn this music down. So the idea here is to put together an online show, since we're not looking to break quarantine, at least in my part. And I wanted to run through some tests here on this setup. So this is quite a bit of a nightmare, moving a lot of our productions to live streaming and virtual production, and hopefully everything will iron itself out going forward. It may take a little bit of time, but so a few of the things that we are working on, at least I'm working on here in the house, is I'm learning 3D modeling, I'm learning animation, I'm also learning Unreal Engine, and to develop things for virtual production with virtual backdrops, so that we can start doing some green screen video, and for our clients we can start doing some shows, whether they're virtual or not, and live streaming. So that is sort of the reason for this test tonight. And eventually I'll be producing content throughout this week. Obviously, I'm doing this from the house. I don't have really great internet connection, so you're seeing this in 1080p. It's, you know, it's a little frustrating, but it's a work in progress, and it's something that you tend to have to do and build out for yourself, so you can kind of see what's going on. So hope you guys are having a great day. COVID hasn't been kind to me. I'm a little bit stressed. I know there's like a little buzz in the headphones. I don't know. For some reason I updated this firmware on this mixer tonight of all days, and I'm getting some terrible audio in the background. So if you're hearing me or you're not hearing me, not a lot of people are watching this feed live, but if you see it on a replay, please let me know how it sounded. If it sounded terrible, I need to kind of know those things so I can iron them out. So also, if my audio is like ridiculously low, I kind of need to know that. I'm trying not to put it up too high because I have like the terrible hiss in the background. I don't want to destroy your earbuds with that. So let's go back to this video of Monday for a second. So the whole point is I'm kind of missing SWIMweek, and I'm sure a lot of my fellow photographers are missing SWIMweek as well. And last year was an interesting one because I was not able to find the time to really cut a lot of these videos, and I expected I'd eventually have time to do that, and you know, the time kind of slipped past me. So, you know, whatever. But now that we're all stuck at home, and for who knows how long, and who knows when we get back to swim week, I think I might come back to cutting a couple of these. Definitely this week. The plan is this week to just talk, to like reconnect with photographers, with models, friends, and maybe even if I can get this audio set up properly, I can get some calls to come in and you can like watch the video along with me, and we can discuss you know, any type of memories that you might have had, that we had, I had, who knows, I don't know. I'm just bored. I'm bored as fuck. Hopefully I don't get pulled off of YouTube for that one. Anyway, so I'm also building all these libraries and also these graphics, but it's a little work in progress, because it seems to be like as soon as I pop something in and I restart OBS, sometimes I have some type of memory leak somewhere, or my computer just goes completely haywire. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna fix that one up. And this sound in the microphone is driving me nuts. I'm so sorry about that. I know sound is like so much more important in the video, but you know, not much I can do. You can see my ugly face again. So what we'll do is, you know, we should start back at Sinizia Carol. So what I generally did is I shot all of these videos in slow motion on the Red camera. This is actually the first time that I've really watched through a lot of this footage. Now, I cut 1 or 2 clips as soon as Swim Week ended last year. And thank you again, of course. Always thank you to our friends at Paraiso and also Function. This show here, I'm sorry, it's taking a little while to load up here, but this was a Sinizia show. I was excited to see this show because it's just, for some reason I like missed the show like so many years. They used to do the show at the Satai, and I would just miss it all the time for some reason. Anyway, so this was an easy show. Beautiful clothing. Sorry if I'm mistaken. I can't recognize the model there with the sunglasses, of course. But I don't know. This is kind of my process. These are kind of my raw files. I haven't really edited any of these. It's just gonna take some time. Also, if you make music, definitely hit me up, because I'm looking to do some more of these videos, right? So we'll get there eventually, my friends. So anyway, the music you're listening to, obviously from stock libraries, from Artlist. Used to be a member of Artlist, likely rejoining Artlist. What can we say? Sinizia Carol, great show. We'll see. Let's fast forward a little bit. Oh, missed one. Still getting used to multiple sources here in OBS. As you can see, this raw video. You're gonna see I'm fumbling around with focus every now and then, but you know, when you get it, you get it. Yep. Can't wait to get back to Swim Week. Who else cannot wait to get back to Swim Week? going crazy here in quarantine. There's so much that I can do in my house. Still afraid to go outside, to be honest. I hope everybody's wearing masks. You know, it's I've been mentioning it in my stories on Instagram, and you know, I hate to be that guy, but let's all kind of protect each other, you know. So anyway, let's go back to this. I know you don't want to see my face, so let's see more of this. This week I'll do my best to cut some quick clips, some recap clips of what's going on from these edits, but this is generally just the raw frames, so you'll kind of be able to see what I'm seeing behind the camera and how I'm, you know, refocusing on the fly. I don't know. It's a tough thing. So I shot this entire show on the Red Epic W camera, mostly shooting in 6K. Sometimes at the beginning of the shows, I might be in 8K to capture the wide if I just can't move on my platform, etc. But typically in 6K, so I can get the slow motion rates set up, and then usually I can just you know, respeed all the footage to 2 or 3x. So we'll see. Let me queue up something else. I don't know, or we can probably continue on with Synesia. Let me see if I can find. Oh, Priscilla. Yep, that's Priscilla, Queen of the Runway. I can't wait to see you again. We definitely have to shoot again. That shoot in Key Biscayne was awesome. It's been a while. But you totally wreck the runway. Every time you're on the runway, you just like totally demolish everybody. So we'll keep going here. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't have any focus gaffes. Some more stuff here. So yeah, so Synesia was an interesting show. I just love the colors. Actually, all of last year, Paraíso did an amazing job of setting up their booth this year. It was like completely different from the years in past, and I like that screen at the back. It was a little bit tamer than usual. I've always had an issue with shooting directly into LED screens, and it kind of is making me cautious because I'm considering really making a big push into virtual production with virtual LED projection, and I'm a little worried about that pitch, you know, like the pixel pitch. You know, it drives me nuts. And when you're doing, slow-mo with high frame rate, you get that banding in the background, which just completely drives me nuts, you know. And I don't know, there's no solution for that, but we'll see. So let's see what else I got. Let's see what music I've got queued up. I don't know, I picked like 8 tracks here that we had licenses to, so hopefully something matches with what we're playing here on screen. Anyway, so more of Synesia, and then we'll move on to Agua Clara. Agua Clara is also a friend of the family. We've always, you know, enjoyed, you know, shooting with them. We're always invited backstage, and it's been so many years now. So hopefully, you know, as soon as we get shows started up again, we look forward to seeing you again. You know, it's I don't know, it may be a while. I know it was kind of a bummer this year. I was expecting to be out on the runway, and it's July. I'd planned this whole live shoot process, and then I kind of slowed down with it, seeing the signs that we might not be getting there. So I know Paraiso has mentioned that they're going into shows in August. Hopefully, you know, great if they can get up there. I'm a little bit cautious still. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year. I don't know. So I've talked to a couple people. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. But let's see if I can pull up this video. It's sorry, it's a bit of a stretch here. I'm trying to do this stuff on the fly, and it's kind of a little crazy, right? So another outfit from Tunisia. Do my best to like fast forward here a little bit, and then we'll get into well, we can't fast forward past Thais. What can I say? Thais, always the killer on the runway. We love you here at PATEL Images. Available anytime to shoot with you. You know it. You know, absolute killer on the runway. What else can I say? So I think that should be a good amount of Synesia. What I'll do is I'm gonna go back. We'll see. I'm gonna go back to let's see, to me, I guess. I don't know where I lost myself here. There I go. There I go. So, okay, so let me queue up this next video. This is going to be the shoot with Agua Clara. So that was also a great shoot at SWIMweek. Again, these are the raw files. So please excuse that at least. You know, I don't know what's going on here. So let me get back on my screen here. Let me clear myself in the screen, and then we can start here. So this is Agua Clara. Always an awesome show. I love their style. I love it's just like this rainforest style. This a lot of beauty in all these shots, and of course the best models. So Agua Clara is always a great show. I had the pleasure of shooting their show like maybe 4 times so far, 4 years, and I mean, come on, I don't know what to say. Hopefully you're still with us. Like I said, this is a work in progress. This is SWIMweek Live with Samir at PATEL Images. If you don't know about me, I am a photographer, filmmaker, director. I own a business here in Miami, Florida, PATEL Images. Getting into live video production, well, live production, given the current situation. We're getting into live virtual production, I should say. Production is always live, obviously, but we're also getting into live streaming and that's one of the reasons that we're putting together this demo. So we can kind of kill two birds with one stone here. You know, I would like you to see some of this footage that's kind of set around our archives for like what now? It feels almost like a year and a half. It's been a year actually, right? So this just gives you an idea of some of the things we have sitting around. Let me put this on full screen for you. One of our favorite shows here, Agua Clara last year. I mean, what can we say about Natalie Roser? Absolute killer on the runway as well. Always fun to capture you. Jessica. Absolutely love you. Got caught there in the lights. Of course, my bad. I could be a little quicker with the aperture control. And then, of course, Thais coming down the runway again. Is there any show that you can't walk in? I mean, just asking. Let me fade out here for a second. I gotta remind myself to tune in the music. I just get lost in the visuals here. You know what would really be fun? If I could finally learn how to make some music. And then also learn how to DJ. Because then we could be doing this all day, every day. Just a thought. If you're a friend that knows how to make music and is a kick-ass DJ, hit me up. I might be looking for some lessons. Let me tune myself out again. Oh yeah, I can be a VJ as well. Or disc jockey. Enough of the jokes. videos are a little long because they're really everything's slow motion, so it's like almost 3 times slower than usual. I don't know, they kind of like get a little too slow, but you know, we're capturing it for those moments every now and then. So we'll see. We'll play a little bit more of this. It's hard, a little, you know, based on my current setup, it's a little difficult being able to tell how far along in the video I am. So I'm just kind of going by eye here, but I think as soon as we get through a couple more of these walks, we'll probably walk into Monday, because we're Monday going into Wednesday, and this is going to be interesting to see where we go from here. I'm going to have to figure out what's on the schedule tomorrow. I'm probably will be posting Liliana Montoya, maybe a throwback of 2017 or 2018. Also have an interview I did with her, which I might be incorporating into this. So we'll see. That might be something interesting to look for. So give me a second here while I queue up this next walk, and we should be let's see, here we go. More agua clara. Yeah, so also for tomorrow, maybe agua bendita from last year. But I'm feeling like I want to grab an archive runway from maybe 2018 and 2017. Something in our archives, maybe that I didn't give enough attention to. Again, thank you to Paraíso, our friends at Paraíso, and also at Function. Always such gracious hosts. Always much love. This song sounds a little bit whooshy. Jessica, always loved Jessica. I think I was a little out of place on this one, on the riser. Would have loved the eye contact there. Stephanie? I'm pretty good with this remote control, I'll tell you that much. It's been a while since I've never watched these shows fully. Like, we had 2 clients last year, so I was dead set on making sure that I delivered our shots for our clients last year. Monica Hansen, love you. Loved working with you and your team. Looking forward to working with you again soon as everything ramps up again. For sure, we'll be posting you on this stream. I have to figure out how we can make that one special. And of course, Thais again. How many times? I'm sorry, I gotta take you off the screen here because you're just gonna dominate, you know, like the entire video here. So you can look at my face for a second. Just kidding. Natalie Roser. So I had to ditch a couple of these templates here on the side of my screen. As soon as I opened up OBS today, complete haywire. I was an hour late on this live stream. It really bothered me. But hey, this is just a test, right? I mean, come on, look at this. Who else is missing SWIMweek right now? I certainly am. It is driving me nutso. I've got to get out of my house. I can't do this anymore, you know? Like, well, obviously I'm going to stay in my house. I'm being overly dramatic, but I miss it, you know? I miss, you know, being at the shows. I miss seeing our friends. I miss, you know, capturing the highlights. Okay, I think this one's gonna be the last one from Agua Clara. I mean, I'm sure there's like tons more in the shoot or the show, but we're gonna move into Monday here. So we'll go here into Monday, and for a second I'm gonna put myself here on the screen just so I can cue that up for you. So I absolutely love this brand, right? And I think it was 2019 when I'm sorry, no, 2019, obviously this footage from 2019, but I think it was 2018 when I first shot their show. And I was in side position. I was kind of close to where everybody's sitting there on the side here. If you're looking camera right now, and got some fantastic shots. But this year I was in front, of course. I don't know. There's something about this clothing I just absolutely love. I don't know. Let me know if you kind of get that same vibe. I know I kind of started this video late. Don't really have anybody commenting. Hopefully you guys definitely comment if you see the replay. I mean, my goal here is to kind of go through some of this, give you guys an idea of, you know, what we have stored in the archives and are working on, and when we have time. So, you know, like I said before, like, this is SWIMweek Live. This is a virtual production at home here in Miami. I'm trying to get things back up to speed. It's been a little bit of a chaos here. Obviously, we're not really happy being stuck at home, but it's what we have to do right now, right? So, oh my God. Guess who? It's Giovanna. Is anything better than Giovanna in slow motion wearing Monday? I'll give you a second. Why aren't we full screen on this? Well, damn. Again, guys, it's a live production. Hopefully, I'll be doing a little bit of this the rest of the week. Been kind of bored at home, trying to keep myself occupied. Coming up with some concepts for when we start ramping up again. I don't know. I'm not so much in a rush to leave my house, to be honest. But we're always available for our top tier clients. You know, obviously we want to put out some amazing work, you know, but we want to do it safely as well. So as long as we can iron out those details, we'll make sure to get those things, you know, set up. But just great memories from last year, you know. I don't hear the hissing in my microphone anymore. I think it's because the music's drowning me out. That's a good note. The video might be a little washed out in certain places. These are raw files. I quickly converted. So I converted these three shows earlier today, so I can have them available for the shoot or for this live stream. I'm hoping everything looks good on the live stream. This is all coming through my home internet connection. Obviously, I'm also recording here at home just so that I have that extra copy, that peace of mind. If it looks absolute shiz, then I will for sure re-upload when possible. You know, as soon as I can get a feed, you know, get an idea of what's going on here. So whatever. Anyway, back to this show. Let's put this on full screen. Yeah, again, I love Monday shows. Every time I've seen their shows, because I love that they incorporate these accessories into the shows. You know. Really cool. Speed up a little bit here. Oh, sorry. Kiki. Damn, it's been a while since we shot together. Congratulations, a little baby. So we're at about 40 minutes here. We'll probably go another 10 minutes. And then we'll taper this thing down, save something for tomorrow. Yeah, I need to learn how to make music. So if anybody that I know, I've got a couple people in mind in Miami, if I could burden you, you know, obviously when we can like get back to seeing each other in person. Would love to learn how to do that so I don't have to really depend on stock music when I'm putting together like these types of videos. It gets really annoying, and I typically know what I need in my head to get a shoot or to get something like this going. So I don't know, just something to think about. Also would love to learn how to DJ if anybody is expert level in that, that would help me tremendously. So of course these are all things that we can take time and figuring out. Right now our number one priority here is to get back up on our feet, and also to get a good feed in terms of getting a good footing in live virtual production. Let's start this. Let's go with this song here. So actually, like I said, we're trying to get back into production, but we're trying to develop live virtual production. So basically to use game engines to be producing background content, so that we can key out everything on green screens, and we're not limited by these situations where we really can't, be on set sometimes. We've come such a long way, so fast, creatively, in technology, and given that we're all kind of at home right now, this is the time really to push that envelope, and we're definitely seeing it with live streaming, and also with commute working. So let's continue to explore that. We'd love to do that with our clients. We have some ideas in mind. We would love to partner with some clients on doing some, higher end, next level stuff, even experimentals in some cases, but we'll definitely work something out with our key clients to do something like that. So Stephanie Rayner coming down the runway here. Hopefully I stayed in focus. I mean, come on. Should I end the feed here? This would be like walking away on top, I think. Maybe, let's see. Did I hit everything on my target list? We talked about SWIMweek Live. We definitely talked about me being late to this live stream today. And then, we did chat while I talked. Hopefully I can grab some subscribers, viewers, so next time we do this, we got some stuff to talk about. You can ask me questions, how I work, how I capture the feed. I don't know. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. We used that song too many times. I think this is Sophia. Oh, gotta give you that full screen. And I think with that, we may be going home, my friends. Before we go, I just want to thank everybody that tuned in to this live stream. I know I was late. I completely appreciate all of you. The 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. I don't know. This is completely a work in progress. I'm also trying to get comfortable with my voice, and also trying to get comfortable with talking to the camera and being on this side of the camera. It's definitely something I think we all should be exploring at this time. So, again, I love you guys, and hopefully we can get some more people to tune in tomorrow. I'll definitely consider doing this tomorrow if I can get some renders done tonight. I'll queue up a few. Definitely reach out to me on Instagram. Oh yeah, I forgot. I never mentioned my Instagram, so I'm at PATEL Images. My last name PATEL Images. My name is Samir Patel. I'm the filmmaker, director, editor. All hats on deck here at PATEL Images. See you guys, and thank you
I have a wonderful electronic invention I
for
want
joining.
you to see. It looks something like this.